This session is about releasing tight muscles and fascia, enabling us to move and feel better. You're going to need a ball. You can use a tennis ball. They're a little bit more forgiving. I prefer to use the lacrosse ball. You can get trigger point balls. It's pretty easy to get anything that's going to do the job. I like to use a cushion or a towel so that my neck is supported. Let me just show you the two areas we're going to focus on today. So underneath the shoulder blade, just here, that gets really tight, especially with all of the things that round our shoulders. And then the lat muscle. The lat muscle runs all the way down into your waist. So watch what we do first. I'm going to put the ball right where I've showed you. Woo-hoo. And then once it's there, I can adjust everything else. You will want to make sure you're in a good position here. Then you're going to take the top of your hand and put it on your forehead. Aye, aye, Captain. And then keeping your hand there as you inhale. Bring the elbow in and then allow it to come to a stretch. Inhale in, allow it to come to a stretch. Do not be afraid to play around with your position until it feels correct. It's not going to be comfortable, but why don't you join me on the floor? Because our body will thank us afterwards. Hand to the forehead. Inhale, exhale, just start to feel what it feels like under your shoulder blade. And then let's go. Inhale, elbow in, exhale, elbow out. Try and keep everything else relaxed, everything. Now, really tap into your body and see how does your shoulder feel when it moves? And then we can take the arm up and we can explore movement overhead, slightly out. But keep breathing. Really important that we keep breathing. You could even go with circles. I'm going to move on, but I would suggest doing this for longer when you feel like you need it. So once I've found the right area, and I might shuffle because it's more important to find the right area, I'm going to do exactly the same thing. Inhaling and exhaling. Pinning the muscles underneath my shoulder blade with the ball. It's comfy, isn't it? Not. So once I'm comfortable, that is a really bad word to describe what's going on here, but once I feel like I can move on, I'm going to turn my palm so that it's going to come towards the floor and explore what it feels like while I breathe and bring my hand up and over. Okay, we're going to get rid of the cushion. We don't need that now. We need to put the ball on the lat. This is challenging. You will know if you're in the right place because you will start to pull a particularly unattractive face. But breathe through it. So you may, the first couple of times you do this, you may just need to relax your head down. You could even grab the cushion back and put your head on there. But I want to show you something else. I'm pinning the lat muscle down and really challenging myself by taking the palm up, breathing out as I go, and lifting my arm. This is a very, very, very big release. Let's do the other side. When I do this on my own, I spend 60 to 90 seconds on each area. So you there with me? Yeah? So what do you need to do? Do you need to sink into the ball? Do you need to rest your head down? Make sure you can breathe. It's very tempting to hold the breath. And then I'm going to challenge Oh, this is hard. Can you feel how your core switches on as you lift? So the point is, ow, we're going in with trigger release. We're going into the muscle with the ball. And then it's very important we move because we've just brought fresh blood flow. Oh, let's get rid of the ball. Now come onto all fours, hands under shoulders, then take one hand to the center of your chest, turn the other hand upside down. We're going to thread the needle. So because we've just released the shoulders, the backs of the shoulders, this should feel pretty nice. Aye, captain again, hand to the forehead, rotate. Palm up, exhale. Aye, captain. Get the picture? I won't say it again. All right, now you can either keep going through that movement or you can start to take that hand up slightly and pull back into your shoulder joint, push your butt back towards your heels and stretch the shoulder and the lat in that position. Now, it's a tricky position to get, but once you get it, you know why you want it. Breathe. Coming up. So yes, I did say it's mobility and flexibility today. So the other hand comes into the center of the chest. Feed it through, feed it through, feed it through. All right, captain. Give a little rotation from the upper back. Here's a tip for you. The more you press your butt back, the more you can isolate your upper back as you rotate. And we want to do that just because of where we've just had the ball. Keep breathing. And then you may want to, as I did on the other side, take yourself into this position. Breathe and hold. Support your head if you want to. You can always grab the cushion back in. Remember, you can press pause on me at any time. All right, the next thing we're going to do is sit back into a child's pose, but thumbs up, and then start to rest your head down. You can open the knees if it's more comfortable. Oh, just got an adjustment there. That was nice. Really breathe. Now take your hands to one side. Place one palm down and the other on top. And then let your head rest. It's kind of on my bicep. But keep pushing the opposite hip back. And then you'll feel the lat stretch. Where we had the ball. Breathe. Take it to the other side. Oh, so I really need to push my left hip back towards my heels because it wants to come up. Keep breathing. You're doing so well. Now, I just want to bring some blood flow to my spine. So come back into a 4-point kneeling. Glide the shoulder blades down. Then exhale and start to round your spine. Round, round, round. Pull the belly button in and let the head react. And then push back towards your heels to stretch your back. And then think about gliding your chest through, giving yourself a neutral spine, which means you're kind of in this arched lower back position. And then use your triceps, your arms, your shoulders to pull you back to the start. Let's flow. Push back towards the heels, hopefully on the exhale. Glide the chest through, engaging the triceps and the shoulders. One more time. It's a beautiful flow. Think of the waves of the ocean and allow the blood flow to come in. Now pop your elbows down. This is quite intense. You start to push back. Push back. In fact, I'm going to adjust my knees and I want you to too. Because then you really get a deep stretch. I'm taking my hands into a prayer position behind my head, and ideally I'd drop my head down. And I can feel a really beautiful, slightly intense, I won't lie, opening in the upper back. Keep breathing and give yourself a little appreciation here because our upper back is the area that tends to round forward with daily life. So you're just reversing. To be honest, you're reversing time because as we get older, most people round through this area. Big breath in, hands down, shuffle down. And this depends on your body. Elbows down, roll the shoulders back and down. Notice my chin is not hyperextended. Toes come down. I want to press my pubic bone into the mat. To see where I can come, just watch first, because this is about the lower back as well and the chest, and it needs to feel good. So you take it to your area, and that might be here. Press back into a child's pose. Inhale, exhale, rebuild your spine, one vertebra at a time, really tall. Roll your shoulders one way, roll them the other way. How different does that feel? I know it does, because I feel it too.